Hey guys, this is Hayden back from the nest, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Minecraft. I'm so used to doing that. Sorry, I'm really tired. Okay, let's redo that. Oh, I'm gonna go get some water. Hey guys, this is Hayden back from the nest, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Minecraft. Woo! Did the same intro again. We'll come up with an intro for this properly.
Would you mind that phone?
Yes, I will. We will come up with an intro for this. I promise. A proper intro for Sevtech Ages. I'm so used to doing the Minecraft proper video intro, which is hey guys, this is Hayden back from the nest, and today hey guys, this is Hayden back from the nest, and today I'm bringing another episode of Minecraft proper. But this isn't Minecraft proper. This is Sevtech Ages. It's a whole new world. Look at all this stuff. Look how crazy this is. Look at this. It's crazy. So, we have plans. We're gonna build some stuff. Sound good? Sound good. Good. Let's do it. Let's go! Woo! Okay guys, so I'm down here by the water. I have to catch some fishes, in order to complete the next quest. I can catch the fishes by spearing them with my spear. Never mind. Ah! Oxygen. Come on now. I need that. Okay, ready? Go! Worthless. Garbage. I have my spear tip broke. The spear is garbage, let me assure you. It is the most garbage spear I've ever witnessed. I've ever had the displeasure of having to use. It's so much easier to just swim in the water with a freaking sword. Which doesn't make sense. I'll be honest with you, I've been swimming with a sword before. It's not as easy as you'd think. And I mean, I don't know how many people think it's very easy, so it's even harder than that. It's like swimming with a lead brick, which actually a lot of people do, so it's harder though, because it's not just a brick. I kind of want to get, I kind of wanted to get like I've always wanted to have like lead items. Oh, I wanted to make a sword, like a giant big sword. Any of you who know what the Buster Sword is, from Final Fantasy, I wanted to build basically that, but as a, I wanted to basically build that, but it would be a, instead of it being like your typical Buster Sword, it's more in sort of a different design, because I have a special sword similar to the Buster Sword, which I've actually made out of like a wooden replica of, and it's called, some of you know it, it's called Jiondongusai, which was me attempting to spell out the name Jcheon Daeseong from memory, which I had no memory of it back then, so I was just spelling Jcheon Daeseong, which is the name of, essentially a character named the Monkey King, kind of. He's kind of the Monkey King. I think that's what they call him. He's also like Satan, I guess, or like the Demon King, I don't know. But his name is Morrigan, and he's cool. It's from the God of High School, which I met a guy on a game I played a while back that for once knew what the God of High School was, and we were able to bond over that, because, oh boy, if you haven't watched it, or no, it's not a show, but if you haven't seen the God of High School, it is a webcomic on the site Webtoon. Go read it. Like now. Like now, seriously. My video is not as cool. I can assure you this video is not as cool as the God of High School. Where there's like 300, 400 some odd chapters. Go read all of them. I implore you to read every single chapter. I did. And then after you're done, after you're at the latest chapter, it uploads every Friday. And I also, suggest you should make a, Webtoon account. And if not, like, you don't actually have to, but you should definitely bookmark the site and read more, because they have a whole bunch of webtoons that upload daily. They have a very wide variety of, popular webtoons that upload, there's some that upload every day, and others, there's always something new and good uploading, at some point. So, like, I Love You and The God of High School are, Friday comics, whereas, like, Monday you can get, like, Oh Holy and, Sweet Home. And Sweet Home is actually from the same creator that made the famous comic Bastard, which is a very good thriller. If anyone has read it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you were hoping there was a sequel of some kind, it's not a sequel, but it's from the same creator. And if Webtoon would sponsor me, oh my, all of my life dreams, they would come into fruition right there. I wouldn't even need to live anymore at that point. I'd be like, after I'd have to live, because then how else would I be sponsored? No, but all my life goals, one of my biggest life goals in life, is to get sponsored by Webtoon. Which doesn't make sense, because their content doesn't match the kind of content my channel does at all. But Webtoon staff, if you're seeing this, I can talk you guys up, and it won't even be, like, lying on my part, because I fully, like, definitely 100% favorite website. Like, it's up there on my favorites list with YouTube, and YouTube is what I'm currently doing in my career that I gain nothing from. No monetary value in this channel, but it's my career. And spears suck. They break a lot, in my experience, if you throw them full power. Which, I have trouble not throwing them full power. Because I'm just too strong. Every time I go to throw my spear, it flies through the air 1,000 miles per hour and obliterates anything in its path. Obviously not, but you get the point. So essentially, I've got to place down one of these and get a couple fire sticks and put one in my offhand like I showed you in the last episode. And I've got to place a kiln over top of this. So basically, I light a fire on this log, and it should burn and fire this kiln. And when the kiln is fired, I can put an oak log in it, and the oak log will cook into a charcoal block that I can use as proper fuel for this. And then eventually, using the same method, I can make a stone grill, which is another really good thing to have. For anyone who was wondering what items are good to have in this, I recommend getting a stone grill as soon as possible. It's basically the early level furnace, which I thought the kiln was and the grill was something else, but no, the early level furnace is 100%, it's like, it's this. It's the grill, not the kiln. The kiln is the earliest level furnace, but you really only use it for, like, making charcoal blocks and getting the stone to make the grill. So yeah, not much use. It doesn't get a lot of love, which is kind of somewhat sad because it is a good item. But it's just not very efficient in comparison to the grill. So it's like older brother, younger brother mentality. The older brother who's good at sports and stuff is like, and died in a war, is always like, oh yeah, your older brother was so much better than you. He was good at spelling and sports, and he died in the war, and you'll never live up to him. I don't speak from personal experience. I'm the eldest brother of my siblings, My little brother is 2 years younger than me, and my little sister is, I'm not sure. She lives with my dad and my stepmom in Denver. So, I haven't seen her in a while. I don't think I even know how old she is. But I don't know how old a lot of people I'm close to are, like my mom and my grandpa and my grandma. And my cousins, who I see quite often. The only reason I know that my littler cousin William is 8 is because he had a birthday recently. If not for that, I mean, I would fully not know his age. I'd be like, how old are you? I don't know. I don't care. I know how old I am, and I know how old my little brother is. The only reason I know how old my little brother is because I've lived with him most of my life. And I know he's 2 years younger than me, so every time I'm a certain age, I just subtract 2 from that. I'm like, yep, this is my age. This is how old I is. You need me, I will be being better at sports and math. And then I'll go die in a war. And my brother will just be left to be compared to constantly. No, I probably won't be going into a war, I assure you. My career is YouTube. I'm not a fighter. If that's unrespectable, so be it. I'm ranting a lot in this video. I will see you after I have the stone grill made. See you then.
Yes, he'd clearly been using the derelict Decepticon ship Arch. What does that have to do with anything? It could be full-time atomic tech. It's probably abandoned again now that Starfleet's back with the cons. Resources won't be of much use. Not without someone to lead us. It's a start. You have to start, right? This is someone else's fight now. There is no one else, Ratchet. Just us. Just the team. Please. Just let me rest in peace. Coffee.
Okay, guys, we are back. And I just made the stone grill, just now. I'm gonna pick up the kiln, shift right click in this mod pack to pick up items like chests and stuff and move them. Similar to having a dolly in Tekkit Legends, so you don't have to break your chest and drop all its items in order to use it. I now have this stone grill, which can cook things usefully, like so. I can put a fish on it, and the fish will be cooked. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. This tree is gonna annoy me for the rest of time, by the way. Because I don't think I'll ever cut it down, is the problem. Screw it. Screw it, I'll cut it down. I'll cut it down. I'll cut down as much as I can, but I don't think I can remove the entire tree, because there's just so many logs in it. It's the problem. There's a lot of logs here, and I'm only one dude with, like, an axe and some planks. I'm not a wizard. Yeah, I can be a wizard at some point. Currently speaking, I'm just a dude with some stuff and a thing. That is the most accurate description of my current surroundings. I'm a dude with some stuff and a thing. I got this axe and some trees. And, like, I have this fish. I caught it. It's my dinner. Kinda wish I had a bed. I'm getting kinda tired of being out here in the middle of nowhere with no bed. I'm gonna lure some cows together, actually. That's probably a good idea. I have some stuff that I can grow here. Some carrots and potatoes, but I don't want carrots and potatoes. I want wheat. My brother's watching Star Wars, not Star Wars. What am I talking about? My brother is watching Transformers in the background. Transformer or YouTube, please don't demonetize me. I do not own Transformers in any way. It is owned by whoever owns Star Wars now, or whoever owns Transformers now. I don't know why I keep saying Star Wars. I know the difference between Star Wars and Transformers. Whoever owns Transformers now, I don't know, like Sony or something. Probably not. It's probably that was probably a stupid answer, but whoever owns Transformers now, they own that show. Is it Hasbro? I think it might be Hasbro. They own it, not me. I'm just a dude on YouTube, and my brother, he's been told many times, and everyone overlooks this because he's cute. He's a cute little boy. He has Down syndrome, so you can't judge him too badly, but he knows it's bad. Here's my big problem with it, is that it's not like he's ignorantly doing it, because he's been told off before, and he like tries to hide that he's doing it when someone comes down and sees he's to check on him. He tries to hide that he does this, but he turns the volume up on the TV up all the way, and like breaks the speakers, and he's been told off, but he won't stop. It makes me mad. Because he's gonna break our TV. I mean, I don't want to, but I can look past the big mess in the living room and the way he blocks the TV from being used by anyone else when he's not on it. Because, I mean, I make a pretty big mess in my room, too. I definitely don't live in the center of cleanliness. And I also do lock my door when I'm not in my room, so other people can't go snoop in my stuff and touch my stuff. But also that's my stuff and my room, and not the public TV room, where people are supposed to be able to go down there and watch TV. But then again, who watches TV anymore? That's such an it's like, okay, DVDs, right? Those are outdated now, kind of. And that's crazy to me, is the DVDs are considered somewhat outdated. But then I'm like, oh wait, you know what else is technically considered somewhat outdated? Oh, you know, just TV, like actual television, like Dish or DirecTV, or like any of those. Those are technically speaking considered outdated somewhat. Like, we have television, we have a TV service, but I mean, whenever I want to watch a show, I just go to like Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. Now again, not sponsored by Hulu. If Hulu wants to sponsor me, I'm totally down for it. But they are not sponsoring me currently. Hulu has a larger variety of shows than Netflix does, in my opinion. And it's under the same system. I mean, Netflix doesn't have ads, but it has somewhat limited shows in the categories that I'm looking for. I'm sure for some people, they have the same amount of shows that they're interested in. I'm particularly, what I watch on Hulu is a lot of anime. And they have some famous titles and some stuff that I've only ever heard about as well, which I've said this before. They have some animes that I'm like, I've never heard of them, some of which I wanted to watch, some of which I wished I had watched, and some of which I am going to watch. Oh my god. Skeleton. Woo, baby! That was an ordeal. I'm glad I have this death compass. Otherwise, I would be lost. Super lost. Like, no way back. I'm gonna keep this death compass as well, because this points to my base. So if I have to go exploring to find a village. And the reason I have to go exploring and find this village is to be able to get a map, so that I stop getting lost when I go exploring. So I have to get this, I'm gonna use this compass as a backup, since, I mean, I lack the ability to... I'm currently lacking in the ability to, explore without getting lost and losing my base. Then again, I also have the ability to just take my base with me, because it's not really at a point that it's like set in stone yet. It has some wood, I guess, but definitely not set in stone in any way. I thought there was something weird going on. Those rush tips, like, slow my character down when I'm trying to jump sprint. I don't actually know if that's any faster. I don't know if it's any faster to jump sprint in this rather than just regular sprinting. Because I'm so used to playing Tekken Legends again. I've said this before. I play Tekken Legends a lot. Or I used to. I don't really play it anymore. I've finally gotten bored of it. Also, that creeper just, like, perimeter breached my base. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that's good. The creeper didn't perimeter breach me. Wait, what? Oh, I died over there. That's convenient. This zombie has a sharp bone. No thanks. Not today, buddy. Ah, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. It's Jesus. Oh my god. Demons. Demons of the night. My least favorite thing. Skelly boys. Ah, thank you. The spiders. I love that you will occasionally attack my enemies for me, but I don't like that you can climb over my wall. So it's a love-hate relationship with spiders in this game. I don't like that they can breach my perimeter, but I like that I can sometimes lead them to kill. I can very easily lead them to kill my enemies for me. Man, I'd complain about only getting leather helmets off these guys, but I can combine them to keep fixing my leather helmet. So, whatever. Cook up some mystery meat. I have a lot of that in my other world. It's just human flesh. It's the stuff that drops off of your. It's the stuff that drops next to your grave when your character dies. But it's called mystery meat. But you're left to be under the assumption that it is, in fact, just human flesh that dropped off of your body when you died. Let me see, how much of this do I have in the thing? Okay, I have 64, so... No, not today. I don't need flowers or plant fibers. These, this, or like this. And then the rest of this can go in the chest, I guess. I need to go out and gather cows before they all wander off into the night. Because, that is a worry. Also, good, I have sticks in my inventory. Basically, the way that I've learned from playing this pack is that if you can't, get rid of a tree, you can't mine it all, burn it down. Just, like, straight up arson. Just arson. Burn down the tree. Sometimes it'll not work like that, but burn down the tree, it'll usually work, and then you'll have, like, a tree. Then you'll be free of your tree problems. See, normally like that, the fire will spread, so you can have this tree burn down in no time. Yeah, see? Fire is spreading. Which is bad, actually, for me, because I need to pick up sticks. I need sticks to make more fire sticks to burn this tree down faster. This is how you get rid of trees. Yeah, so if anyone was wondering how I ever plan to get rid of that tree, if I don't have the will to just go cut it down all the way. That is my goal for all the trees in this realm that I can't cut down right away. You know, I could just keep these cows right here in this pre-existing hole. I could just keep these cows right here in this pre-existing made pit. This conveniently right here pit that exists and offers minimal work other than some blocks to fill in a couple of holes that exist. Okay, here we go. So. Okay. Amazing. Look at that. I am proud. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta expand this hole though, because I don't want these cows to get like stuck in here. Plus, I'm bringing in more cows, so I've got to build the wooden pillar right here, over here, that like allures me over to my cow pit, so I know that this is where the cows are. Like, come here. This is where they are. This is where the cows are growing. This is where this is where the boys are. I made a milkshake and they all came to my yard. Okay, I'm gonna cut to when the cow pen is maximized. See you then. Dangus. Hello. She's not currently here right now. Okay. No problem. Bye. Okay. Yeah. Freaking grandma's like never here, so I'm sorry, man. I want to help, but I don't. I'm not in control of my grandma's schedule. I wish I could help, man, but I mean, my grandma's all over the place a little bit. She's kind of a wild card. Somewhat of a wild card, you could say, I suppose. Over to the wooden pillar. It's like a tavern, I guess. Just kind of like a tavern, I guess. Okay, so now I didn't cave. All the animals go wild. All of them. Small chicken. Okay guys, we're back, and I've finished the cow pen here, this part here, and I've also modified this little nearby cave into being sort of a, sort of like a little sheep pen as well, so I can get some sheep, because I'm gonna need some of both. In my other series, I needed some animals, but I couldn't resist killing them in the early stages, so I ended up not having any animals when I needed them. So this time I'm being smart with my stuff. This time I'm being smart with my stuff, and I'm not killing off all these sheep right off the get-go. Instead, I'm gonna like put them in a hole and make them make babies, which is sort of a fate similar to death. I won't lie. It's not that different. It's like not the best thing ever. I'm not gonna lie. Wish these sheep would start following me again. I am their Lord and Savior, after all. I am the bringer of food. It's interesting because, as dumb as we think these sheep are for following me just because I'm holding up wheat, I do the same thing in real life. If someone held up a hamburger and said, "Follow me and I'll give you this hamburger," I'd be like, "Oh shit. Better follow this guy for a free hamburger." I mean, it would have to be someone I know, and that's where the difference between us and sheep lies. And that they just do it with a random stranger with some wheat that approaches them. But, I mean, actually, if a sheep came up to me and offered me a hamburger, or if a sheep came up to me and offered me a hamburger, I'd be confused. Slightly. Not because it's a sheep, but because it's the hamburger part. I would be even more confused if it was a cow came up to me and said, here's a free hamburger. I'd be super confused. I'd be like, what? You're a cow. This is a hamburger. Yeah, your point is? You don't know, do you? And like, no what? This is made out of cow. Oh my, no, I knew. I don't care. Damn, dude. That's heartless. Good for you, though. I respect that. I respect your lack of caring about your own race. See, now this would be a cool place to build a house. But I'm not... that would be where I'd live, if I was doing this, like, caveman era. Because Simon Lewis and... or, not Simon Lewis. Duncan Lewis and Shin wanted to live in a cave while they were in the caveman era. That would have been the perfect cave. They live in houses now, but... I mean... I don't live in a house yet. I just live in a barrier. Look at all these cows I gathered. Aren't I just the greatest? I'm the greatest cow adventurer that ever lived. I can massacre these cows for leather. And, oh my god, I can pick them up. I didn't even realize I could do this. I can pick these cows up and move them. Holy crap. This is a game changer. I don't even need a lead anymore. I can probably do that with all animals. I can do it to sheep. If I need a sheep, I can just pick up a sheep. That's a game changer. Not gonna lie. That's a pretty big deal. You can't just pick up a sheep and, I mean, you can. I guess you can just kind of pick up a sheep. But not without some effort. You can't just walk up to a sheep and slug it on your shoulder. Sheep are heavy. Not fat heavy, but like, they're large animals. They're definitely not like little teacup dogs, like everyone seems to think sheep are. Sheep are rather large, I'll have you know. They are not small animals. Also, I learned I can make some shears, apparently. So I'm immediately gonna make those, rather than being stupid and killing all my sheep for wool or fleece, I guess is what you get in this. The reason I need fleece is used for several things, but the biggest use I use it for in the later games is string. Because you need special twine or string in order to get, you need twine or string in order to get, a lot of different recipes in early stages of, in the later stages of in the later parts of stage 0, you need, string a lot. And in comparison to string, I've opted to, in order to get string, I thought about killing spiders, but I didn't really have the option to kill spiders, so... Oh god. This is a gamble, isn't it? Yeah, see, that's what happens when you gamble. There's a chance that you might get exploded. Don't gamble, kids! You might die. Which is actually a thing, because you might get, like, dragged into some kind of underground. So, like, if you trade away too much money and you can't pay your debt. Like, Kakagurde? Is that how you spell that? Is that how you pronounce that? It's that show on Netflix. It's kind of weird anime. It had a live-action version, too. Kakagurde? I don't know. But it's basically a school where kids gamble. And however, you're respected more if you can gamble well and win a bunch of stuff. But also, you can gamble away your entire life, basically. And the school owns you, I guess? Or the student council, maybe? I haven't really watched very far into it, but you get, like, basically no rights. You're like a chore monkey. Like kids who get bullied in regular school. Like, they get taken behind the school and it's like, hey, go buy us some juice. You're our friend, right? It's like, yeah, I got you, man. I'll buy you some juice. Poison it, sure, but how about it? No, they're always like wimps. They're always like, no, I'll buy you juice, right? And they're all wimpy. And it's like, dude, you could freaking poison that juice. Give them malaria or something. Give them some, like, slow-acting, easily contracted mosquito disease, right? So that they'll be like, oh, you got bit by a mosquito and now you have malaria or West Nile or something. And if they die, it's not traced back to you. They just caught malaria from a mosquito. They wouldn't even investigate that. Why would someone be like, huh, these kids, it's the middle of summer and mosquitoes are out, and these kids caught a mosquito-transmitted disease. There's no way this is normal. It must have been murder. Nobody's like that, and if you are, what's wrong with you? I mean, in this situation, you'd be correct, but in, like, no other situation would you be correct. You'd just be crazy. People would be like, what are you talking about? That is not a... Oh, okay, yeah, I just remembered the reason you need string so much. It's a vital process in making leads. You use it a lot when you're making leads. And you need a lot of leads for the horsepower mod. Also I lost a few leads and I had to make more. So yeah, don't underestimate the usage of leads, I guess. I'm gonna make a dirt wall to put some... It feels weird not having a house yet. Because I can assure you, in my other world, I had a house by, like... I hadn't even completed... I think I was, like, at, like, I didn't even have a map yet by the time I had a full house with a fancy slab roof and everything. Not to say I didn't spend a lot of time, like a heck of a lot of time. That isn't to say I didn't spend a lot of time in one of these sort of hovel compounds, because I did. Don't get me wrong, I did. Like, I think maybe over half the time that I spent in the world so far was probably spent in one of those. So how do I make drying racks again? I'm already starting the process of making leather because it is vital. Okay, so it's not chopping, but crafting. Okay. I'm glad I made these now. I think I have 15, yes. I have 15 drying racks in my other world on my house. I was thinking about moving soon because the village that I live next to has been abandoned at this point. And I already have marked down the location of several other villages, near water sources. I do like my house, but it's just like I didn't know what I was going to be getting into with this mod pack, so my yard isn't very planned out. Now, also, we're reaching on 40 minutes, but I think that these videos are going to go relatively unedited. And they're going to be long, too, because I feel like the first few episodes of this, a lot of what's going into this is going to be pretty interesting, since it's all going to be mod, stuff. And I have a lot of stories as well, so excuse me if this gets boring at times, but I'm gonna probably leave this video here. These are probably gonna be about 40-minute episodes each, but I will not be uploading them daily. So while I do have 2 episodes out so far, both that came out around the same day, I think this one will be coming out around the same time as the other episode. While I do have 2 episodes out so far that are within relatively close proximity of each other, I think that these are going to be sort of like the shorter episodes, like when a channel does episodes and then they do like a 1 weekly live stream that's a few hours long. I'm going to do like 2 of these a week that are both 40 minutes long, maybe just 1 a week that's 40 minutes long. And then I'll do some other shorter episodes in between. But I just feel like a lot of what goes into these episodes, I haven't, as much as I feel like when I'm in Minecraft proper, I'm like, oh, there are all these chances to jump cut. So I'll be like, okay, I just went on a long story that I'm not really interested in, so I'll cut that out. Or I have to finish building this thing, so I'll cut that out. Or I'll have to resource gather, so I'll cut that out. In this, it's like everything I'm doing is something interesting. Just walking over, maintaining that farm area, putting in these chests, chopping the wood. This is all something new and weird and cool. So, it's interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here, and this is to make up for my lack of content. But after this episode, there will not be any new Sevtech Ages episodes until next week. One will be Monday, and the other will be Friday. Hopefully. I will try to set a reminder on that on my schedule. I have a schedule, which currently doesn't exist. It's gonna start after this, because I'm doing multiple series now, but up until now, it's just been once a day, do some Minecraft proper if you can. Which I still want to have going on, but, like I said in the first episode, it's gonna be on hiatus for a while until, I want to do some other stuff. It's probably, the other stuff will all be Minecraft related, like this, but I might do some other games, but Minecraft proper is on hiatus for a while. It will be coming back and uploading daily, as it was before. So it will be coming back, and I will be uploading one video of Minecraft proper a day. I don't know when during that day it will be, not a specific upload time, but some point during that day. And on Mondays and Fridays, twice a week, I will be doing episodes of Sevtech Ages. and maybe some other stuff during the week. Over the weekend, I might do I might try and live stream over the weekend, but we both know how that usually goes down. I might over the weekend I do want to record. But weekend recordings won't be so much scheduled as they'll just be like if I feel like it, because I want to leave weekends open to rest and just sleep all day if I want to. Because a lot of my problem with going into these episodes, and I think a lot of the reason I had to go on hiatus for so long, is that I was so scheduled to upload every day, and that editing process every single day, and then doing it over the weekends as well. It was my one thing that I was doing a day, but it was enough work for me that it was like, I couldn't keep this up. And since wasn't something I've been obligated to do, I'm doing this for fun. I couldn't keep doing it, and so I just dropped off. But now I'm here, and I'm back. And I want to do this. I don't want to feel obligated to do it, though. So I'm probably going to keep the weekends free. Unless, occasionally I might feel like uploading something. Maybe do something like, Roblox, or, Warface, or Watch Dogs 2. I don't know. We'll do some random game. We'll probably do more of a campaign game. Rather than something like Watch Dogs 2 or Roblox, where when I'm doing Roblox, the last time I played Roblox was when Phantom Forces was still a pretty big thing, and I was pretty good at Phantom Forces, I won't lie, but I was focused on that. And you might see, the last time I went on hiatus, when I brought it back, I was doing Roblox Returns, because I was returning to the channel with Roblox. Phantom Forces was a really cool game for me. I probably won't play that again. Warface is a pretty fun first-person shooter campaign type game. Might do some of that, but I probably won't play any games like Watch Dogs 2, wherein I really play those as a casual sort of just mess around game, where sometimes I'll start doing a campaign quest and then just get totally distracted by all the other things in the world. It's like trying to play Breath of the Wild. You can do a series on Breath of the Wild, but it's not something I would enjoy playing a series on Breath of the Wild on. I really like to mess around too much in those games. I like to just, like, a lot of the times I'll go do quests, and I've been doing a lot of campaign stuff on Watch Dogs 2 when I do play it, but a lot of the times I'll just end up, like, going around and messing around, blowing up stuff, killing people. I just run, I like to go on the beach in Watch Dogs 2 and just knock people out. And then when if the cops get called, I like to outrun the cops for as long as possible. And then in Breath of the Wild, I'll just like roll around, blow stuff up, go fight a Lionel if I want to, hunt some dragons for their scales, go kill some Lizalfos. Very little in that game do I ever actually accomplish anything more than just like trying to fight Ganon in my underwear. I enjoy that game. I enjoy just doing a whole bunch of nonsense on it. And I'm really disappointed in the new Pokemon game. It looks interesting, but it's just like, I didn't want Animal Crossing, but I didn't want Crossy Road, but with Pokemon. I expect 3D graphics in a Pokemon game. You somewhat delivered 3D graphics, but I do not expect that type of graphic in my Pokemon games. I assure you, I've played Ruby, I've played Sapphire, I've played Pearl and Diamond, and even I even owned the Game Boy, the Game Boy adaptation, the Game Boy original Pokemon Emerald, which now is worth like $700, and I'm so mad because it's lost. I'm like, Jesus. I played through that. I played through Pokemon Pearl, Diamond, and Emerald, which were my first 3 Pokemon games. And then I played through Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and I've played through X and Y, and I haven't played Sun and Moon yet. I had Pokemon Y, and I played through Pokemon Omega Ruby, and I played all 3 Diamond, Pearl, and Emerald. I've played regular Ruby and regular Sapphire, both of them, which is crazy. I've played I think I've played Black and White. I haven't played Black and White 2, but I haven't played Black 2 or White 2, but I've played both Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. I've played a lot of friggin' 2D Pokemon games. I've also played a lot of 2D, like 8-bit. I've played the Game Boy port of A Link to the Past with Four Swords Adventures. I played that through that one. I played Wind Waker on the original GameCube and beat it, even with that whole Triforce fishing thing. I've played a whole bunch of Zelda games, Mario games, Pokemon games. I do not look... And then recently with Nintendo and the Switch, they've been changing up the formulas of their games. Like Mario Odyssey was really cool and different. Breath of the Wild was like completely ground-shattering. Like, just take the world and shatter it. Imagine it's a plate and you just smashed it. Like, it's amazing. It breaks all Zelda logic, but it's still somehow recognizable enough to be considered a Zelda title. Because you can slap the Zelda logo on any old game, but it's recognizably not a Zelda game. But then Breath of the Wild, it's not just a game that has the Zelda title slapped onto it. It's still got that Zelda shine, but it's so different. And then they were like, well, we need to make a Pokemon game that's, like, different. But they already did that with Sun and Moon. So they brought in Sun and Moon, which was totally different and a new system and style, kind of, somewhat. It was like a new idea to freshen things up. And then bought W, Breath of the Wild, and then Mario Odyssey as well. But then they were like, okay, now we need a Switch game that's totally different and new Pokemon style. I'm like, they released all this cool 3D footage for, like, these new games, and then it's just like, oh yeah, but no, it's cubes. It's square. It's squares. I don't know. I'm ranting about it. I'm sorry. This is Hayden signing off, and I will see you in the Skyhawklings. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon. And that's a joke. Remember, please do that if you would. Just subscribe, or I'd appreciate it even if you just left a like or a comment. Do any of them. It doesn't have to be all three, but if you're willing to show the support, I always appreciate the likes and the subs and the comments. And if you want to hit that bell icon, I appreciate it. But for all seriousness, remember to spread your wings and stay awesome. You guys are like the best. Thank you for staying with me, even though most of my videos are just a little bit of gameplay and me talking for hours about nonsense. Bye.